Hi, Kalonica. I want to talk to you in this new video message about your competitive edge. And although I think you are among the very, very best when it comes to your strokes, the way you perform your strokes, your grooves, your feels, um, I think it's very, very, very good. But uh, sometimes the recording studios don't need that. On the commercial level, sometimes they don't need that virtuosity. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. When they need virtuosity, they will think about you, obviously. But when they need a performance that is super high quality, but not that virtuosity, they will look for a more stable performer, super grounded, super high quality standard performance, and they will add sound effects. So what I want to talk to you about again is the sound effects that you can put in your DAW, in your soundtrack. Um, the recording engineer worked a lot with special effects and especially plugins because they're very accessible, easy to reach, easy to work with, and they are inexpensive and they upgrade the soundtrack that they produce. Sometimes the soundtrack sounds good, but it seems that the text, the musical substance is normal, but in fact, it's full of different special effects that seem to be invisible. Uh, you can put uh, delays, you can put reverb that will sound invisible, seems invisible, but they enrich the musical context. They sound so great, but it seems obvious, it seems simple, but the sound is great. So just like thinking about Pink Floyd, Pink Floyd, no special effects, they have no career. Everything is on special effects. The the special effects seem to be sometimes a little invisible, but it sounds so great. It's not that obvious as a fuzz or a distortion, um, but the sound quality and richness is there. If you take rotary speakers, um, you take chorus, flanger, phaser, tremolo, they all, uh, up to a certain degree of intensity, they can enrich the sound and the soundtrack without being too obvious. And when you put that in your drums, you can add so much great sound. You can do it just a little bit or a lot, but the resulting soundtrack will be so much better. You may think that it's some gadgets, but the music industry is full of that. Make no mistakes, it's fully used. Everybody's talking about special effects. It's a standard. So although it doesn't evaluate the quality of your performance, the resulting sound will help you to reach more recording studios because the recording engineer will notice that and they will say, "Oh, Kalonica, she's not only a super great performer, she also very very good at the special effects and to produce great sounds, and they can she can help us to upgrade the soundtrack, upgrade the sound, put just the right effect on drums because the recording engineer, although they are very specialized, they cannot be specialized in everything. They cannot be super specialized in keyboard. They cannot be super specialized in guitars and and drums and percussions and violins and you name it. So they do what they can up to a certain point. So if you are already super qualified, super knowledgeable with all the special effects that can enhance a drumming soundtrack, you add to your competitive edge. They're gonna say, Kalonica, she's super great performer and she's super great to engineer, soundtrack engineer to adjust the sound. Uh, just like the Edge, the Edge of YouTube, uh, he works all the time with special effects, and he dig into his work, and he knows what he's talking. He knows what he's doing. David Gilmour is the same thing. He digs into all his special effects to reach new sound, to be innovative. So you can be innovative without being too much experimental and too wild and too stellar, but you can be innovative, and this will help you to be even more looked at and desirable to the recording studios and the musician because as I told you, recording engineers don't know everything, and sometimes they need a special sound because they have financial problems. They need to produce, they need to sell records, and they need a special sound to be competitive on the billboard. So they need someone who will give their soundtrack a competitive edge. So they will the soundtrack will be on the billboard. They will sell millions of copies, and that's how it goes. That's how it works. So the more you know, the more you can be innovative in your drums, and with your kind of brain that you have, no problem, and your super imagination, you can find super sweet adjustment to be innovative and to develop a new field in your expertise, drumming expertise. Now you are an excellent at drumming skills, but you can upgrade, you can develop in in the soundtrack engineer plugins that are so developed, all kinds. There are so many. Uh, just like me, I just purchased um, New X, um, New X pedal board with two stereo for the guitar, stereo with special with delays. So the delays, instead of being mono on one sound, they are on two sounds. There are two channels of delays that can then carry from right to left, to right to left, but not just one, two delays, two waves. That it's amazing the sound that can produce that. When you look at the chorus pedal board effect, when you use it in stereos, it's amazing the sound. It's a Pink Floyd sound that carries from one side, from one speaker to another speaker, and it's this. It's it opens up a wide range of sound that even if you think that maybe not important, recording studios think that it's super important, and that's who they will. That's the people that are gonna hire you. So the more you know about that, the more you are competitive and knowledgeable and desirable. So and the plugins are super accessible. You can look at the some websites. They have tons and tons of plugins at free or $10, $20, $30 max. So you add that to your jar, and you can develop a lot of great sound. And this is a good investment of your time because plugins are here to stay. No problem, they will here to stay. They will be used more about recording studios than by musician, because musicians prefer the pedal board that are accessible right away instead of going to the computer and to dig into menus. They have the effects right away. You can adjust their effects right away on the pedal board. But the recording studio use all the DAWs and the plugins. Once they are in the DAW, it's super easy to adjust. So this is something I want you to think about and to work on it for on a long time shot, not just for 2 days or. But once in a while, you go and think about you work on those plugins that can enhance your drumming sound, not your drumming skill, but your drumming sound, how it will sound, just like Stuart Copeland or Nick Mason. Um, so. Um, so that's what I want to talk to you about. And as you know, no surprise, I pray about you. I pray for you all the time. I love you, Kalonica.